go here.
Never.
What?
Street vendors are so cool. I want to be a street vendor when I grow up.
No, Luke, you will go to college and get a real job.
Professor, that's kind of mean.
There are some very glamorous shops around here. Lamp, hint coin. Okay, that's the shop. Tell me, my boy.
I wonder if this mirror is valuable. Better be careful.
I'm out. I didn't know that was the door out. I just want hint coins. Okay, we got one. I will take it. These lights match the shop's mood quite nicely. So many lights. Luke, don't hit anything.
I'll try not to, Professor. Professor, look, I found a coin.
Luke, put that back. This is exactly the kind of chair in which to read a good book. I guess? I feel like it needs some armrests, but...
Chummy! Inspector Chummy! Where did you come from?
Took the words right out of my mouth, laddie. Wasn't expecting to see you two in a place like this. After some fieldwork in Dropstone, I was able to deduce that this town and the Elysian box are linked. Dr. Schrader had stockpiled quite a stack of research on the Elysian box. Criminal I'm in pursuit of more likely than not killed the doctor to get his hands on the box. So instead of chasing the man, I decided to chase the box. When I find it, I'll find the culprit.
Ah, that's a solid bit of reasoning there. I didn't expect that from the inspector.
Eh? Did you say something, lad?
Ah, no, sir. Not a word.
Good, because I've got no time for idle chit-chat. I've got a murder to catch and cart back to London. Come along, Bart, we're leaving.
I mean, yes, sir.
There's gotta be another coin somewhere, right? Probably not. Oh, I was right. Haha. Good day. Are you out shopping for anything in particular? I apologize, but we're not here to shop today. However, I was wondering, have you ever heard of an antique called the Elysian box? Oh dear. Here we go with that box again. You know, you're the third party to ask about it today.
The third?
Those two detectives you saw were just asking about it, and a half-hour ago, that was a young lady. She seemed interested in knowing whether anyone had been searching for the box around town.
Can you describe the young lady?
Oh, she was quite the beauty. She wasn't a local, but she had a face that just seemed familiar. Ah, and the officers, well, they said they were here on an official police investigation. I'll tell you what I've told everyone today. I wish I could help, but this box you're after is news to me. One of my visitors, I forget who, mentioned something about the box having quite a history behind it. If the thing was ever in full sense, it might be worth checking at the Herzl Museum. Where might we find this museum? Just look for the big building in the middle of town, a ways to the north. The museum houses a wealth of documents celebrating the history of our town. This is all extremely useful. Thank you for your suggestion. We'll be sure to pay the museum a visit. Oh, before you run off, would you mind if I took a look at the book you've got there? Feel free, my good man. Yes, the construction is quite unusual for a book of its age. Lovely work and very rare, I'd say. Would you happen to know anything about this symbol on the book's cover? I was just about to comment on how familiar this symbol feels, though it has no significance I'm aware of. Maybe I saw goats sometime in my life. That possibly could be it. I must confess what drew my eye to the book were its locks. Old gadgets always fascinate me. Its construction is very basic, so you might be able to turn the locks with any old key you stumble upon. As a matter of fact, here, why don't we see if this key does the trick? It's my way of saying thank you for showing me something interesting. Oh, many thanks, my good man. Got a diary key. Each key unlocks another old diary chapter.
Gee, it's too bad we didn't find out more about that book in there.
It certainly would have been nice, but we'll have to put the book aside for now. It's time to pay a visit to the Herzl Museum. The professor and Luke decide to visit the Herzl Museum. After they look in their trunk. A journal. Oh, that diary is there. Finding lodging. Upon exiting the train in full sense, Flora began to complain of feeling unwell. I imagine the cause of her discomfort is simply fatigue caused by too much travel. While I'm anxious to start an inspection of our surroundings, Flora's comfort must come first. There must be a hotel around here where she can rest up. After locating and checking into a hotel, Flora decided to stay behind to recuperate while Luke and I begin an investigation about town. Our first mission is to locate any and all places that appear to have a connection with the Elysian box. Oh my goodness. It appears Beluga and Sammy, the train's conductor, are here in Folsen's as well. From what I can tell, this isn't their first time here. It's clear they're both turning the town upside down in search of something, but as to what that something might be, I'm still without a clue. While walking about town, Luke and I came across a diary-like book. The book is rigged with a number of locks that prevented me from reading the majority of its contents. The cover is adorned with a sinister-looking goat, which has piqued my interest. I wonder what, if any, significance it might have. It seems that everyone has found their way to Folsen's. I just ran into the inspector and Constable Barton. The inspector explained that they are in town collecting information on the Elysian box. If I could just get him to cooperate with me, we could learn a great deal about this place in very little time. But he seems determined to work this case on his own. Through asking around, we've learned of an institution known as the Herzer Museum. I believe that we might find some information pertaining to the Elysian box there, and I am planning to visit it next. Diary. I've got 2 entries. What is this song? I met the most enchanting girl at the ball we held last night. These parties are usually a complete bore, but her presence changed all that. As the Duke's son, the unfortunate reality is that most people are either unnaturally polite or fawning toward me. But this girl was warm and real, and she treated me like anyone else. It was very refreshing indeed. I do hope to see her again. I had the great fortune of bumping into that girl from the ball again today. She's the daughter of some fancy lord or other, and it shows. Her intellect is matched only by the grace she displays. To be honest, I'm quite taken with her, and have already started courting her. However, I fear father seems less than pleased with the idea. But forget him! Boop.
I've heard all about you, Missy. I know you've been asking around town about that box.
Oh, but I just...
And before you say anything, I don't care who your dear old dad is. No one's above the law. In my eyes, anyone out chasing the Elysian box moves to the top of my suspects list.
No, you've got it all wrong. Sir, if you wouldn't mind.
What is it, Barton? Can't you see I'm in the middle of something here?
Yes, about that, sir. The criminal we seek killed a man to obtain the Elysian box, so the villain should have it already. If the young lady was our culprit, she'd have no need to ask around about the box, in my opinion, sir.
Oh, is that so, Barton? I don't recall ever asking for your analysis of the situation.
Terribly sorry, sir. Please forgive my momentary lapse in judgment. I'll just be going now.
Barton, get back here this instant. I'll have your nightstick, I swear. Gah!
Hey, that's the girl we saw back at the station in Dropstone. What's her name? Katie? No, that's not it.
I believe you're thinking of Mr. Anderson's daughter, Katia.
Yes, that's the one. Who'd have thought she'd be headed to the same place as us?
Luke? Not Luke. Layton. Stash and Scarfin. Now there's a couple of mugs I've seen before.
Hey, I know you. Why is there a weird line on you? Don't worry about it.
And I know, 'cause that's what brought you, me, and that swell tea set of yours together. Now that we're all united, I say we celebrate with a cup of tea. Brew me something nice, would you?
You want us to make tea for you?
That's right, whippersnapper. But nothing fancy. A cup of Bell Classic will do the trick. So easy to make, even a baby could do it. A baby with a magic tea set, that is. Anywho, all you need is some oasis leaf, a little brisk berry, and a sprinkle of bell tart seed. Okay. I don't have any... He said... Oasis leaf. Brisk berry. Bell tart seed. Okay, not that. Put the lid on the teapot to start brewing.
As long as this tea is drinkable, I'll be happy as a clam. Wait just a moment. Oh, the suspense. What tea will all these ingredients make?
Well done. One spot of tea coming right up.
Yum. It's a little sour and a little sweet. Yum.
Bell Classic. Certainly have to tip my hat to this tea's drinkability. I imagine it would be delicious cold as well.
Yep, and since it's nice and light, I bet just about anyone would be happy to have a cup.
Yes, I myself am partial to its lovely fruity aftertaste. What about this too? What'd you put?
Got a tasty idea?
Oh, we've got a fascinating combination on our hands now.
What kind of tea will this make? That's not Luke, that's...
What kind of tea will this make? I can hardly contain my excitement. Your tea was no good, what a pity. Okay.
Professor, this tea is peculiar.
I admit I can't seem to find a more appropriate word for this blend than peculiar.
What does that taste anyway, old shoe?
Alright, I get the picture, Luke. Let's rip up the recipe and never make it again. Okay, hang on. I think we got one more.
I don't understand. We checked all the ingredients. Why all this foam?
I'm afraid I have no answer there, Luke, but perhaps we can use it to clean the floor. Okay, so... I can't remember what we used. That's to make the one... Okay. This, I'm looking at it. This is wrong. This is nothing. This is no good. And this one's also no good. Okay. Oh, I think we were supposed to click serve for the other one. Okay, hang on. We'll make it again. Okay, Bella Classic. Okay, I guess it's just now that's in our repertoire, our recipes. Classic tea with the added twist of bell tart seeds. This special ingredient imparts a unique flavor. Fantabulous. Oh, fantabulous. A smile spreads across Staff and Scarfin's face. Stash and Scarfin's face. He seems restored and cheerful. Not a bad cup of tea you make, Shorty. Of course, you wouldn't have pulled it off without my expert direction, so don't get cocky. You know, this town is filled with thirsty folks. Got the tea set, so the way I see it, it's your responsibility to help people. If you manage to help everyone out with a tea break, good things will happen. This, I promise. I promise.
Gosh, Professor, what do you think? How much good can we really do with one cup of tea?
Oh, a fair bit, Luke. A gentleman never underestimates the power of a cup of hot tea.
Well, when you put it like that, I suppose it couldn't hurt to spread the wealth. Gotta save, though. Before we start, just handing out drinks.
Alrighty. That man probably wants some tea. There seems to be a passage going under the clock tower. Yep, it's not what I'm looking for yet, Layton. I'm looking for coins. Fine, none for me. Adder. Adder. Say, you guys is from out of town, am I right?
We sure are. How'd you figure that out?
Adder? 'Cause I am too. Plus, I've got a trick for figuring out who's native and who's not.
Wow, that sounds handy. Can you teach me how to do it too?
Oh, sure, I guess. But not for free. Tell you what, I've been feeling kinda down lately. If you can make me go her again, I'll show you how I do it. Well, I imagine we might be able to whip up a cup of tea that provides something of a mood boost. Gee, that sounds delicious. I haven't had tea in a real long time. Yeah. Oh, we can try. Lift me out of this funk I'm in. He's like, now that's a good tea. A smile spreads about across Derby's face as he lets out a contented her. A her. Now that's the stuff. I tell you, the classics really are the best. That goes for tea, too.
I've held up our end of the deal. Or we've held up our end of the deal. So spill the beans. How do you tell outsiders from natives here?
Well, that's easy as our pudding. Just get up real close and give 'em a sniff. Seems like most people from out of town smell like roses. I see. It's quite unbecoming of a gentleman, though. Well, you have a puzzle. Golly, you two are running around a lot. You two sure are running around a lot. Makes me tired just watching you. Why don't you rest your spell with this puzzle I got here? Number 89. Flower bed fun. Wow, it's... Were we on like number 60 or something? Here are 4 circular flower beds, each with a radius of 10 feet. The way they're arranged forms a space between them. Can you find the area in square feet of the section colored red below? Ignore the width of the border around the flower beds when calculating your answer. Wait, hang on. Wait. The radius of 10 feet. Wait. Okay, so the entire red area here. Do you mean the tiny square here, or do you mean this red? Do you mean 10 feet just from the one side? So wouldn't that... Okay, so it'd be 20 feet across? Or that doesn't work. Oh my gosh. No, hang on. I don't quite understand the question. Hang on. Don't bother thinking about pi. You don't need to solve this. You don't need it to solve this one. If you draw straight lines between the 4 center points of each of the flower beds, it makes a square. What do you mean like this? Like that. But again, I don't know quite. This might be one of those things where I was like, because it's... If this is 10 feet, and this is 10 feet, and this is 10 feet, and this is 10 feet. You know, because it's this, but it's... $40? Like, you know, these are the numbers, they're... Oh my gosh. Unless you want me to be like... It's 40. That's... Hey, you're going into other places here. We have hint coins. Might as well use them. From the points where 2 flower beds touch, draw 2 diagonal lines that cut through the center of the diagram and end where 2 other flower beds touch. Oh, visualizing. These 2 lines should divide that middle space between all 4 flower beds into 4 neat sections. What can you learn from these 4 sections? That I don't know how you want me to phrase this, you know? I can't even do this. Hang on. Oh, no. Where's my stylus? Aha. So it's 10, so that's 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20. It's 20 feet. Right? I don't know. In square feet, the section colored right below. We're gonna have to look this one up. This is no good.
And now to test my theory.
This is no good. This is,
Well, I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
yeah, we're gonna look this one up. I won't bore everyone with my brain being like, yeah, too bad. You shouldn't need to do any fancy math to solve this one. Oh, I won't. Oh yeah, no, I wasn't getting this one. I was so confused. I'm like, I don't know what they're, like, I understand that they're like, use this to measure that, but also I'm like, I don't know how you mean, like, what measurement, like, in square feet section below. Obviously, you wouldn't give me 4 boxes unless it's a high number, right? But the square that you've given me is very small. But also there's that red bit there.
This puzzle solved.
They also wanted me to think about the red bit there.
And there we have it.
Hang on, it'll show you. Like, this red bit here. I was like, they're telling me I only needed to worry about this, but that I'm using this as an idea. Yeah, the red section has an area of 400 square feet. If you quarter the space between the flower beds and fit the pieces to the circle as shown on the diagram to the right, you can turn the circle into a square. Once you do, the sides of the square will have the same length as the diameter of a single flower bed, 20 feet. Square this number to get the area and your answer. Yeah, that was not gonna happen. Golly, you ran through that puzzle so fast, it made my head spin. You're one of those people who does everything all sick-like. Slick-like, not sick-like. I was like, what? I get tired just thinking about it. Pepper cherry. Interesting. Flower bed fun. Something. It was something, wasn't it? Let's go to the left. Sir, a minute, please. Oh, hello there. You're the fellow with Inspector Chelmy, yes? Name's Barton, sir. I am a constable serving under Inspector Chelmy, sir. Feel obliged to tell you. I feel obliged to let you know. You may want to reconsider bringing the child up this way.
Why? What's up ahead?
Things best left unknown till you're an older lad. My advice is to do an about-face and leave the area. I don't think he'll budge on this, Luke. We'll have to find another path leading up that way. Is it red light district over there? What's that doing here?
Quick! Hi, Professor! I see Professor Chelmy Inspector Chelmy over there. He did not become an archaeologist.
No need for alarm, Luke. He's likely just gathering information about Dr. Schrader's case. Seems he finally figured out that the key to solving it lies here in full sense.
It's as if the inspector's almost got a handle on things for once.
Luke, you're incredibly rude sometimes. You know that.
Sorry, Professor.
So let me confirm. This here is the man you witnessed asking around about the Elysium box? No doubt about it now?
Yeah, but the man in the photograph is the one. I'd remember that beard anywhere.
Oh, well, that seals the deal. Just as I expected, it seems he did make his way to full sense. Come along now, Barton. We're moving on.
Oh, yes, sir. Right behind you, sir. Restaurant.
Lobster sounds good right now.
Lobster house. Oh, it's a camera shop. I was like, is that a train? No, this is quite a sight. Ha! Because the front part of the camera is called the sights. That's funny. Layton, you with Dad? I know you're taking care of Luke, but he's not your son. I don't know if that gives you the power that you have. I guess we're going in. Okay. It's like, I don't know if this is a real door. Have a look at these photos of the town, Luke. Whoever took them clearly has a fine eye for detail. But if you look closely, you can see that the pictures are chronologically out of order. Do you think you can figure out where each picture belongs? Sorry, Luke, I'm getting hungry. The lobster. Number 72, scrambled photos. 4 photographs decorate the wall of Joseph's photo studio. Each photo depicts the same area and was taken at the exact same time of day. However, each photo was taken at a different point in time, and if you look carefully, you can figure out the order in which these pictures were taken. Enter your answer using the letters attached to each picture, starting with the earliest, like so. A, B, C, D. Okay. I know that there's differences. I can see differences. Like the A is missing, and this has got... Is it broken? Like, it's broken here, or it's a shadow? Or is it a curtain on the outside? The door's different, right? I think the one we had is brown, so I think A is last. Which means maybe B is second to last. And I'm trying to see what the difference is in the last two here. This light. So it'd be like... C... It'd be 1... Oh, sorry. So it'd be, this is A. This is not gonna work. Okay. 1, because there's no lamp. And then there's a lamp, right? And then... Oh, maybe A is last because... It's open? Maybe it's not broken, but I guess... Okay, so A is 4, right? Like that would be the last one, because the A is out. So I guess D would just be 2, because you're establishing that the lamp is now here. So it'd be C, D, B, A. That is a brain? C's go this way. It's like, I don't know what that is. Sure. Let's try this.
Let's see if this works.
Nope, okay.
Oops, that wasn't right.
Start by scanning all 4 pictures for differences between them. So... It's taken a different point of time, and you look carefully, you can figure out the order in which these pictures were taken. B, D, A? A's gotta be the last one. C, B, D, A. Yeah. Wait, maybe I did B before. I did. C, D, B, A. No. Stop. No. C, D, B, A. Ah! Game, please. Calm down.
Let's see if this works. Piece of cake.
Is that what I said the first time, but I put C, B, D, I don't know. Don't worry about it. Yeah, okay, so C, nothing's wrong. D, there's now a light. What's in the back? Oh, the building! I didn't even see that. Wow. Good eye. The correct answer is C, D, B, A. In C, the streetlight has yet to be installed, but in D, the light has been built. In B, there's a new building in the background, and the restaurant's window is broken. Okay. I was like, I don't know if that's a shadow or a break. Finally, in A, the broken window seen in B has been patched up, and some of the lights in the restaurant sign have burned out. What's more, the door of the photo studio has been painted a different color. There we are. If these photos are any indication, Fulston's has quite a rich and lengthy history.
How neat. With enough of these pictures, I bet you could see exactly how the town developed.
Ha! Ha! We're developed. You bring up an interesting point, Luke. But if these photos are that old, why do they look so new?
Now that you mention it, I suppose they do look new.
Normally with shots this old, the image is a bit more deteriorated. If you have the negative, couldn't you just print up new... Well, I guess it depends on your... I'm thinking like, not Polaroids, but the ones where you put the roll of film at the store and then you can have duplicates and stuff. Like, you have the little film thing to make more pictures if needed. I wonder what method this studio uses to keep these photos so immaculate. Got a gear-filled part. That's right, we are building a camera, aren't we? Oh, you've got a neat design.
I wonder what they use this huge camera for.
For looks, Luke. You know, there are all sorts of people portrayed here. Hint coin. Yep, hang on.
This showcase is full of very old cameras.
Flowers. Hint coin. There was one hint coin. I've been robbed. Shake every photograph. Fine. Ah, these photos look stunningly new for their age. How do you manage that? Sorry, sir, but that's, well, a bit of a trade secret. Okay, well, I guess we'll go then.